Hey, just joined. Unique baby, you're welcome to the live. Everyone is welcome. Let's go ahead. When we just come into the live, we know what to do. Let's share the live, like the light. I'm going to share from here, then we'll go ahead. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you're streaming from. Depending on your location, all the greetings. Take your own from that. Thank you so much for joining. My name is GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair. As you can see, Anita, you're welcome. Princess Debbie, everyone is welcome. Let's go ahead. Today, yes, for those of us, MSN, just join, you're welcome. Yeah, let's share the live. Let's go ahead and like the live and bring other people in. Let me share here again because most people, it's holiday and everybody's resting. Wake up and do some skills. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. So what we do on this live is that I teach techniques of how you can get into braidings. So today we'll be going on, but before we start, I'm going to explain what braiding is. Braiding is a creative art that we braiders, we use this hair to showcase our artistic skills. Do you understand? This braids, okay, you're seeing it. Let me see. Most people don't even know what braids is. For those of us that doesn't know what braid is, this is braids. This is what braid is. So we use hair as a braider to showcase our artistic skill. Whereas when you see the painters, they use the brush, the paint to showcase their own artistic skill. But the braiders, we use hair. Yes. So now we'll talk about some benefits of being a braider before we get into our practical. Before we do today, I'm going to be teaching us how we can do first lock. Then before we go into our training, we're going to do first lock with kinky hair. I'll show you the hair that we use in doing it. That will be the style of the day. Then we'll now go straight into our normal training, whereby I'll show you how you can install your extension. This is holiday period. I know we mothers, we are ready to do our kids' hair. Just you're going to get techniques of how you can braid your kids' hair this time around. Yeah. So now the benefit of being a braider, you become your self-employed. You will become self-employed on your own when you learn how to do this. When you have the skills. Thank you so much. And Sanjaya Kumari, hi, just joined. You're welcome from YouTube. I'm streaming on my 3 platforms, from the YouTube, from TikTok, and from Facebook. We are all welcome as you're joining. Please, you know what to do. Share the live, like the live, support the live as much as you can. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. It's a week off from school. You know, everybody's at home with the kids for this week. So we'll just try our best. Hi, Mahi Aka, you're welcome. She said hi. Thank you so much for joining. Lady Naya just joined. You're welcome. Hoodoo joined. Eli just joined. Thank you so much for tapping. You know the right thing to do. So these skills, we have different type of skills, but this one I'm talking about is hair skills. How you can make hair, braid hair, do cornrows on your hair. So we'll talk about, I'll mention 5 good benefits that you get from this, learning how to do these skills. 5 good benefits. One of the benefits is that you will become a self-employed. You can work at your own pace. You don't need to work under anybody. If you learn how to do these skills, you just work on your own, being self-employed. Like when I was having my kids, I just look after them. I never took them to nanny or anything for once. Hi, I sent you a message on TikTok about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Then when I made my daughter's braid. Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Okay, mom's Olivia. Okay, I'm going to check it. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. Thank you. So because there's a lot of messages. Now that you just reminded me, I'm going to check your name, then I'll see it. For the first time, I never used a mannequin before. Okay. I'm going to see all that. Don't worry. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah. You know, when the message started, it was so fine. Okay. Thank you. I'm seeing it. Now you can pin. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much. Let me pin the mannequin down. That's reminding me to pin a mannequin now. Let me pin it down. Thank you so much, everyone. So now, as we are discussing, we'll mention 5 different benefits you can get to become a braider. Mayaka, I am Bakladish. Sure, you're welcome. King I'll be Air, you're welcome. Mahiaka, hi, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Krika, Chunchon, you're welcome. Everybody, Lillian, Korea, you're welcome. I'm giving a shout out, so if you want me to, just put your name there. If you're joining, I'm going to see you. Everyone just joined. You're all welcome to the live. You know, Jason too, liking the videos. Thank you, Jason, for liking the videos. Thank you, everyone. Let's make sure that everything is working. You're going to learn one thing or the other today because the kids are off. If you're preparing to do your kids' hair, this is the time you have to learn something. Throughout this week, I'll make sure I'm out to make sure we give you the techniques and how you can braid your kids' hair, how you can do their hair back to school, which is very, very important. Linian Korean, thank you so much. You're welcome. So now I'm discussing about the benefit of being a braider. You can go, this is the second one I mentioned, you can go anywhere all over the world. Like the way you're seeing me now, I can travel anywhere without taking anything. I'm not carrying any shop. You're not going to carry any shop. You just go by yourself. When I get to the city where I am, I'm just going into one of their shops to get a tail comb, and that is just it, and the scissors to start doing the hair. These are the benefit of you learning a skill. You don't need too much. If you know a skills, it stays with you. When you learn a skill stays with you. So you benefit a lot from it. So this is the second one. First one is you will become a self-employed. You work with around your time. Anytime that is convenient for you, you give people appointments, which is absolutely okay. Then the next one is that you can go anywhere in this world. You can relocate. Like if I want to relocate now, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, I just relocated. Thank you so much, Ifabuchi, for joining. Please, when you join, you know the right thing. Let's go ahead. Somebody should make sure we are tapping, sharing the video. Let's make most of our time. Good afternoon, man. You're welcome. I hope everybody is doing well. So now the next benefit that we'll do is that you will make money out of this, right? You will make money out of the skills. You will not lack money. You know, like when people say, oh, they lack money, but if you have a skill, you never lack money. Never. That is one thing. So another benefit is that nobody will fire you from your work. For example, you're working for somebody now, you just go to work, they say, oh, you've been late several times because you're looking after your kids, and now this is the third time or this is the fourth time you're being late. You know what? The fifth time, this is the fifth time now you're being fired. No. When you have a skill, no one will fire you from your work. Nobody. I'm only going to mention 5 of the benefits. Then when we come to the class the next time, we'll continue having the benefits. Look like a big hole of orange Fanta. That one I've come. Is it? Oh, drop voice. Aha. Okay. So now the next benefit is that you pass it on to your generation. When you know how to, that's where I'm going to stop. Then we are going to start our practicals. You pass this hair onto your generation. Like what I'm doing now, I'm passing it onto the generation. Anybody that is learning how to braid the hair, we lack braiders. We need more braiders. So I come out here to make sure that we learn how to do these skills. So I don't want the braiding skills to just die in our own generation. The more other people are learning, the more the younger ones are learning, we are passing it on to the generation. Even as a mother or you're learning, you have to pass it to your children as well. So it continues. It's a generational something. What is this for? Okay, so that is just it. So before we go, let's go ahead. We're going to start our practice club. Today, before we start, I'm going to be teaching us the methods of how we can add extensions by braiding. But before we go ahead today, I'm going to show you how to do our first lock using the kinky braid. If you have done the first lock before, we're going to use the kinky braid. I'm going to do one with one color, then the other ones with combined color. What do you want? Move! If you move. Don't distract me. No, you don't have any phone. I'm using all of them.
No, I need to this and then bully.
No, don't worry, leave it. Leave them. Anybody that is bullying, let him stay there. People on the comment section will answer them. Don't worry about it. Move. Please, we are just respect the comment section. So whatever you have that is your question, ask. If you're here to bully, this is not the right place. Just move yourself to another platform. I don't like mentioning it because this video is something that will stay and people will watch it that are reasonable. So please, Don't put anything on the comment section that are not related to what we are doing. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. So now let's go ahead. Cheers to everyone that is supporting and sharing the live. So let's go ahead. We're going to be doing the first lock first. So when we do the first lock, then we'll now go into one method from the rubber band method, how to add your extension to braid. 3 methods from the natural and traditional method. Then we are doing 1 method today from the knotless braid. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to be using this mannequin training head for today. So we'll go ahead and section the head that we're using. If you have done, this is the style of the day. Why look like that? So now let's go ahead and do this. Please, when you Latino pride, please, if you don't know what to do, just look for something to do, please. There are a lot of people coming here to learn, so don't put anything on the comment section that are not related to what we are doing. Thank you so much for that. If you don't want to respect yourself, you get it the other way. So now this is the hair we're going to be working with. I hope everyone can see. This thing, I will leave this thing alone. Let me
Stop that person from talking.
leave it. Move. They are distracting you. Don't let anybody distract me. Go. Don't worry. When you're tired of the comments, they will stop. Let me continue what I'm doing. So now let's get the clips. So I'm going to be using this. This is the kinky braids. Can everybody see it? This is called the kinky braids. This is the kinky braid, right? So now we are going to get this one. I'm showing you how to do the first lock. So if you're doing the first lock, you're going to be using the kinky hair. It's different from the expression. This is different from the expression. Can everybody see it? So we're going to go ahead and get some of these ones. So if you're getting yours from the shop, I'm going to do one with a plain color like this. Then the next one, we're going to combine the colors. Let me make sure that I take one of the section of this hair. It comes in a box like this and in a pack. So what we are going to do, there are different ways to do this first lock. You can decide to use the rubber band method, or you can decide to use the braiding method to do this. So which method? Okay, the first one I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the natural and traditional method to install this. Then we'll continue to do the first lock. Then the next one I'm going to use the crochet pin and the rubber band method to show you how to do it in 2 ways. So this is the extension. Let's go ahead and take this. I'm going to just take, it depends on the size of how you want your first lock. If you want it too bulky, it's you that will choose the extension. If you just want it on a normal, that's fine. So now I'm taking this now. I think this is too much. You go ahead, then I'll cross it. Let me cross it. Just install the hair up to where you stop the hair. I'm going to install this. This is how you do your first lock. Let's go ahead. I'm going to install this. Watch what I'm doing. This is the first method we're going to use. This is the first method we're going to use. Then after that, we start doing our normal training. Let's make sure that everybody can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So you go ahead, braid this. I'm going to stop where the hair stopped. I'm going to braid this up to where the hair stopped. Just, if the hair is too long, you don't even have to worry. You just leave it. Now, this is it. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to grab your other hair. Look at it. You start plaiting it. Let's bring this one out. Most people, what they will do is that they will just use the crochet pin to insert it from the root. If you want it, you just go ahead and do this. Bring this in and pull it out. When you pull it out, bring one side of the hair out. Can everybody see it? But then since I want it this way, I'm not going to be taking the edge. I'm not going to be taking the edge too long. I'll just bring it a little bit. Let's move this one. The hair that we're not working with, let me move it so that we can see what we're doing. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Very, very welcome. So let's go ahead now. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. Is it visible? Let's see. Let's bring it to the point whereby everyone can see what I'm doing. Yes, it's visible. So you now grab this one. Look at it. Grab this one. Let's move it back a bit. You grab this one, then you start. Don't make it too tight from the roots. Don't make it too tight from the roots. When you do the first one, because you've already braided that hair already, yeah, you've already braided that hair, you just go ahead and start. This is how you do your first lock. This is how you do your first lock. You go ahead and start. You want to have a dreadlock. You want to use your first lock. The hair you use for it is the kinky hair. Look at the kinky hair. Even with this first lock, most people will do it like a butterfly braid, but I'm not doing that today. Next time we're going to do it. We're doing a full lock. Look at it. When you do this, very, very easy to do. When you've installed this to this point, it depends on the length that you want. Like I want it a full length. I'm still going to grab another extension. I'm grabbing another extension at this point. I'm going to grab another kinky and join it. I'm going to grab another kinky. I'm going to do this and I'll do two colors. Most people have, when they have, I'm going to do the black and the red for the next one. Then we'll now continue our training. So you go ahead. Don't make this one too long. Just go ahead and take a little bit from the edge. Then you continue plaiting. You see? This is how you make your first lock. Can everybody see it? Just watch. If you have any question, let me know. We'll do the first one. We'll go ahead and do the next one. The next one, I'm going to combine the colors. The next one, I'm going to go. The only difference is that, because it's a kinky braid and it looks natural. Kinky braids hair look natural. I'm going to stop here now. So instead of me adding more hair, look at the way I'm going to end this hair. You're going to bring some part of this one. Look at it. Take some of the part of the hair, braid it. This is how you're going to end this. Instead of adding another hair. When you finish plaiting, I hope everybody can see it. When you finish plaiting the first side, you go and pick the other part of, you see? You take this one, join that end to this and pick this other part. You find out that the tip of the hair will now look very thin, which is what we want to end up the hair. You see? You go ahead and do this. Now, that one I've exhausted it. You come here, grab another part of it. You go ahead until you complete this hair. Can everybody see it? I'm going to take this other part and finish it up. Then I'll use a tiny bit of it to just tie it. Look at this. Use a tiny bit of it. I'm going to knot it with this tiny bit. Knot it a bit. Then the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one now. The last tip, go up, plait it up, move it up. For you to have a good finishing end, move it up this way. Then you now go ahead and do this. This is the result of your first lock. Can everybody see it? This is the result of your first lock. Anyone can do it. Even boys that wants to do their first lock is the kinky hair that you just buy. You buy the kinky hair. You just go ahead, section your hair. This is one part of doing it. The next one, if you want to do with a rubber band, I'm going to show you with that method. This method is you just braid it down, take the extension and start plaiting all through. Can everybody see it? So I'm going to do another one now. The other one we're going to do, we're going to combine the two colors. We'll start with the black first, then we'll end the tip up with the red color. So we have two combined color. Can everybody see it? So let's do the other one. This is first lock. How you do your first lock with the kinky braids. Me, you are so talented. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is the style of the day. Let's go ahead and learn something. I hope we can see this. Let me adjust the cameras for us to see. Share the videos. Like the videos. Let's bring other people in. I know it's holiday time. People are sleeping. People are resting. But then we still have to do things. So now let's go and do the next one before we start our training today. So the next one is, let's go ahead and take this one. The method I'm going to do on this, you're going to split this hair up. Let's use one of the beginner's method to do this one. Let's use one of the beginner's method to do it. So split this one into two. When you section the hair you want to work with, split it into two. Let me hold the clip here. When you split it into two, you get the kinky hair you want to do. Hey. If any of us can remember this method, let me see if any of us can remember this method from there. Then you take this, let me add a little bit more to it. It depends on the size of what you want, because you're going to add hair into it, then you start plaiting. So let's keep tapping, let's keep tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Don't relent, please. Somebody should volunteer, don't relent. The more we tap, the better it is. Share the video, support the life as much as you can. Support the life as much as you can. So this one now should be enough. Can everybody see it? Place that one in the middle. I've shown you. Let's make sure that it's equal. This is the method we use in doing no crochet, no rubber band. So now when you place it in the middle like this, go ahead and braid, section your natural hair into three and braid it down. You can use this method as well to do it. You braid it, make sure you braid it. And now with this method, you're going to finish braiding all the hair, your natural hair. You just use your natural hair to hold it down. Use the natural hair to hold it down. Wait 1 minute. Then you finish braiding this hair. Go ahead and finish braiding this hair. Can everybody see it? I hope we can see this, what I'm doing. Yes, I think it's visible enough. Let's go ahead. We still have more things to do. This is just, note this. Okay, now, this is the hair in the middle. You're going to bring this one down like this. So the next step we're going to do, you're going to get the hair that you're going to start with. Let's say we're using this one. Then you go ahead and grab this. You can start with, let's start with this one now. Let's take part of this hair. Let's take part of this hair and start with. Now, you're taking part of your extension here. You go ahead and start plaiting it. Wait. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. What we do on this live is I will teach you different ways and methods of how you can get into the braids. But today is the first lock. Can you see it? Can everybody see what I'm doing? You go ahead and start plaiting it like this. This is very simple to do, but it's nice. But when people see you do it, they'll think, oh, how did they achieve this? You go ahead and continue to plait this. I'm going to use another color on this to finish up the tip. Let's take this one to make sure the length, we have enough length. A little bit. This kinky hair is just going everywhere. Okay. This hair is so nice when you do it. This first lock is really nice when you do it. You can do it and start selling them if you want. You can do it and start making money out of it. All these ones, let me trim this hair up that is giving me headache here. So I'm going to be using 2 colors on this hair. Let me finish this one first. Immediately I finish this one. So I'm going to stop here now. Add this one onto this. So the next color is this one, the red color. Can everybody see it? I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. Look at it. The next color is the red color. Look at it. So if you're doing a combined color, you have to get 2 color of kinky braids. If you're just doing 1 color, that is absolutely okay. Let's go ahead and do this one. So now I'm going to be combining this color. I'm going to make sure that we have this color at the tip. Most people use gold to finish it up. So I just have kinky red at home. I decided to use the red. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to the live. So this is all I do. Come to show us how we do things and how we can get into braidings. So let's do it. This is 2 colors. If you want it short, you know the length of what you want. You can have a long hair and still end up doing this. The only thing you're going to do, you're going to fold your hair in. You're going to fold the hair in. If you have a very long hair and you still want to do this hair, you're going to fold your hair in. Let me get smaller ones to finish it up. Let me get a tiny bit to finish it up. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. This is Grace Lawen from GraceLawendhair. This is what we do online, taking you on how to do things like this. Let me go ahead and do it. This is our style of the day, but it's very, very useful. I can decide to stop it here. So what I'm going to do, if I decide to stop it here, I'm going to take these ones off. Then I'll cut this off. I'm going to take the black off. I don't need this black anymore at the tip because I don't want the black to be showing. I take that one off. Then we'll go ahead and do this. When I finish this, I'm going to show you. I'm going to knot it. Then the remaining one will go on top. So everything we have now is a finish. Just go ahead, take a tiny bit of it. Just tie the tips. Tie it this way. Tie it. Go ahead and tie this way. Just a little bit. So when you tie it, take the remaining hair. Look at it. This one now is going up. You're going to fold this upwards.
He called you the N-word.
Eh?
He called you the
No, stop. No, that's like, don't distract me. So just go ahead, pull all this hair up until you exhaust it back. That's it. You just go ahead and... So this is the 2 shades color. Can everybody see it? This is how you can do the 2 shades color and first lock. And started with the black one, then we ended it up with the tip. So if you want it short, you know how to just measure it. Yes, okay. Thank you so much. And this is just the one with this. So we are going to stop now. Okay, thank you. I always wondered how it was finished. Okay, that is how it's finished here. So now we've achieved this for today, which is the side of the day. Go and try it if you want the first lock. All you need to do is go ahead and get your kinky extension. They comes in different colors. Just go ahead and buy any colors you desired to have. Go ahead and get it. It's beautiful, yes. So then now we can now go into our training with extensions. So you know the difference between the extensions. Here, most people don't know the difference between extensions and kinky hair. The extensions, when you're having the extension, look at it. They will have, no, I've seen you do this hair. What kind of extension? This first lock, you use this one. There's another one, the butterfly braid one. They use the softer one. Please, can you repeat again? This is the style of the day. Let's do. Which one do you want me to repeat now? Which one do you want me to repeat? Okay, no, let's go ahead. She said you want me to repeat one. For those of us that are just coming, like the video, share the videos. Let's go ahead and do one. Okay, if I'm going to repeat, let's use only the red color to do one. Let's use only the red color to repeat one. For the sake of those that are just joining, tap, tap, tap. Yes, go ahead and share the videos. Let's use this. We only have 2 hours to stay online here, so let's go ahead. We only have 2 hours. Let's use only the red one now. We've used the black one. We've combined the red and the black, so let's use the red one. Let's use only the red one to repeat it now. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. Very, very easy to install. So let's go ahead and do this. One minute. Okay, let's see. One minute. I'm just trying to take all these rubbish comments off my on the TikTok. We don't need it. Okay, let's go ahead now. So we are going to use only this red color. Look at it. They come in different ways. We're using the kinky. If you want the gold, you can get the gold as well. So now let's go ahead and do this. Please, how can I get a wig cap so I can make it as a wig? Okay. I don't know if they will have any on this. I'm going to check on TikTok shop for you, Ifabuchi. If they have it, it's easier for you to just get it from there. I'm going to check, then I'll put the link on, right? But if not, I'm going to test you later. Do you understand? Ifabuchi, yes, I'm going to show you. I'm going to check on the what is it called? TikTok shop. If they have the wig cap, I'll send the link to you. But if not, I'm going to get you how you can get the wig cap. So now let's go ahead. We're doing this one now. If you're just coming, you're welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. Before we start our training today, we're doing a style of the day, how you can do the first lock. Yes, how you can do the first lock. So I've done the first one with the black kinky hair. This is really nice though. Most people, do you have a mermaid haircut? All these questions are too much. So now let's go ahead. Now this method, the first method we used, we use the natural and traditional method to just install it in. This other method, I used one of the methods from the rubber band method, no crochet, no pin, to do this one. So now let's go ahead. Which other method would you think? Okay, now let me see if I can use another method for this. Even if you don't know how to hold the hair and you want to do, let's use the rubber band method. Let's try and use the rubber band. But the rubber bands, I'm not going to use 2 on this. I'm going to use only 1. Let me secure this hair with the rubber band first. Or you just braid your hair down, use the crochet pin. Okay, now, because it's a dreadlock, you're going to have it for some time. Let's go ahead and braid the hair down. Let's braid the hair down. Then we'll now use our crochet pin to insert it. These are ways you can do this. I'm showing you different ways you can achieve this. You just go ahead and braid the hair down first. Go ahead and braid your natural hair down. Can everybody see it? So these 3 methods, there are several ways you can do it. All this method I'm teaching you guys of how to install the extension, do your braid, you can use it for so many things. This is it. You can decide to say, okay, this is the method I'm going to use to do the next thing. That is why you pay attention when you come to the class. There are so many methods I teach. I used to teach 9 different methods. Those methods, you can use them to do all this extra side. Look at it. We're doing first lock today. So now I'm going to take my crochet pin. Now I've braided the hair on its own. I've braided the hair on its own. The first two we did it differently. If you started with us, you know how we did it. So now you just go ahead on top of it. Pass your crochet, always pass your crochet pin on top. You go ahead and put it down, yeah, move it up, release your crochet and bring it in. You see? So when you do that, it's going to be like this. So the next step you're going to do, you grab another hair. We're using one color now. We're using the red one. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. If you're just following, if you've not followed, go ahead and do that because you're going to get notification anytime I'm live. So we're doing first lock. I'm going to start training us after this. So somebody said repeat. I hope we are paying attention. I hope we are paying attention. All these things comes once in a while because I don't normally teach them often. So when you see me, I just wake up, I say, okay, I want to come and do this. You might not see me come and do this again. So you just go and watch it in the video. So now this is it. You go ahead, take this other one, extension. When you take it, you go ahead from the root. Don't make it too tight, oh. Don't make this hair too tight, please. Do not make this hair too tight. When you're grabbing it from the root, just secure it. You start placing. When you do the first braid plait, second, start placing your extension on top of each other. Then you start moving it forward. Most people, if you know how to plait here, tell me, or you're going to try this style. Most people don't even know how to plait, like what I'm doing now. You're going to try all these techniques I'm showing you. Go ahead and try these techniques. Very, very good. You can do it for yourself or your hair. This dreadlock, you can do it. The only thing is I just go ahead and get the extension, which is the kinky braids. Kinky braids. Very, very simple. So you go ahead, move forward. For those men that used to have the short dreadlock, this is the extension. Just get it. Use the method and plait it. Simple. So now I'm going to drop this one because I've now found out that it's getting thinner now. So I'm dropping this, then I'm going to grab this. Another one, then I'll start braiding. Plaiting on top of it. It's very nice. There was a time I did all this thing all through for my daughter. She's beautiful. Don't make it too tight. Don't make it too tight from the roots. Don't make it too tight. You know the reason why you braid your hair? When you braid your hair, when you're taking it off, it's easier for you to just notice. If you want to take this hair off now, you just try and just cut the tip. Start rolling it out. If you even know where your hair stops, you just cut it a bit. Start taking them off. Very easy to take off as well. Very, very easy to take off. So you go ahead and do this until when you get to the nearly to the finishing. I'm going to finish this one I'm having. I'm going to finish this one I'm having. So when I finish it up to this, bring this one, take this one. When you finish it, take this one that is almost finished, drop it there. Now grab another hair from this side. Look at it. To finish it up. Then you start plaiting again. Because I don't want to add any other hair because I've made already. This one, if it depends on the length you want, it's you that will just decide to. If you want it very long, like now we have 3 length size here. This one is longer than the other ones we've done. Then you bring this other smaller one, bring it down a bit. Then you grab this one. We are concluding this hair now. We're concluding the tips of the hair, of the first lock. You just go ahead and do this. So when you get to this part, what I do, take a tiny bit of it. Look at it. Share the video. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, please. If you have not share the video, like the video, support the video and the live as much as you can. When you knot it that way, what you're going to do now, come here, take this one. See, grab the remaining one. You're going to be pushed. When you're plaiting, you're pushing it up at this point. Push it up. Push it up. I can't see what you're doing. You can't see what I'm doing. It's just the tip. I'm trying to push this out. Can you see what I'm doing? Be watching my hands now. Be watching my hands. There's no way I could do it because it's a long hair. I don't know where to move it to. Just plait the remaining one up. Take the remaining one up until you finish it. That's it. Can everybody see it? This color is really beautiful. This is first lock. You want to have dreadlock on your hairband. This is the first way to do it. Your hair is still under. So when you take it off, your hair is secured. And this is it. It can last for a while. Very, very. I can't see what you're doing. Okay. But at least you can see it now. On Hema, Mavis just joined. You're welcome. As you're joining, you're all welcome. Can you see it? We did the first one with the black kinky hair. If you're thinking of which of the hair, just go to any of the hair shop. Can one keep renewing the lock? One thing is that it stays longer anyway. If you want to have it for a long time, it's just that when the roots of the hair started growing, maybe you'll have to do that, but there's no point. You can just have it for some time, take it off and redo it. This one is not a permanent lock. Most people still have it for a long time, really, but for me, this one is just, if you want to keep this one for a long time, can one keep renewing the lock if you want. But this is just false. When they say false lock, doesn't mean that you keep it like your normal hair. Most people turn this false lock into their hair. If you leave it for a long time, your hair will be locked. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do our training for today. So this is just, go ahead and try it. If you want to try it on your hair, if you want to do it for your kids, it's okay. This is false lock. For the men, if you want to make it shorter, this is the extensions you're going to buy. Kinky. That's kinky for you. They come in different colors. This is black. Most people will do it so lightly, you won't even notice. You just take your kinky hair, start plaiting it. Look at it. This is beautiful. Beautiful. There was a time I did it on my daughter's hair. It's so nice. I used black all through. It was really nice. And I took it off. It was really okay. Can everybody see it? Okay, now let's go now. So in today's lesson, this is our style of the day. I hope we have gained something from it. I hope we have learned how to do this today. Most people see it, but they don't know how to do it. But now, at least, most people have learned it. So now let's come to our normal class of the day. So in today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching us one method. I'm using extensions now. I'm going to be using extension now. I know this is holiday period, though everybody is on the bed sleeping. But those of us that are here, please, let's make this life very interesting. Share the life, like the life. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is the bundle of extension we're going to be using today. Let me brush it out. So the first method we're going to do the rubber band method. If you're here as a parent or you're learning as a braider, you want to use this for business, you're in the right place. So let's go ahead and show you how to install your braids, how to start making money doing your braids. So the first one we are going to do today is doing the rubber band method for the beginners. Just one. I'm going to do just one method of this rubber band. Look at it. Just the one method using the rubber band to install your braid. Very, very easy. Now you section your hair. This is how you section your hair. Go ahead. Anybody can do this method. Even if you have not braided before and you want to start braiding, this method is good for you. Very, very good method. Oh. So now this is the extension. We'll be using this burgundy pink color as our extensions for today. So the first thing you're going to do after sectioning this hair, the next step you're going to do, you're going to split that hair you have sectioned into two. Split it into two. So when you split the hair into two, the next step you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and get your extension. This is my extension. This is extension for today. This is the extension. Then you grab the extension. I'm going to be using a medium size. This is my medium size. It depends on you. You can choose not to use this size. You can choose to use something smaller than this. It's absolutely okay. But the only thing that matters when you're doing hair, make sure that the size of extension that you've started with will be the size of extension that you're going to end with. Reason is that we want all our braids to be uniform. You don't want to use the micro and start using medium and start using jumbo, they will ask you, how come? Immediately somebody see that hair, they'll say, this person is a beginner. So don't learn in the right way so that they will not notice you're even a beginner when somebody see what you just did. So the first thing, this is the extension medium. We're going to split that hair extension into two, into ratio 2:1. Meaning that the one, let me push back a bit. The one I have on my right hand should always be 2 times with the one you have on your left hand. This is how you're going to section your braids. Anytime you're sectioning your braid, this is how you're going to do it. So, because we are using a technique a rubber band technique that will help the beginners, that will help everybody. Did you see that the hair we just did now, we use part of these techniques? Yes. So now take this one that you have on your left hand that is 2 times bigger, put it on one side. Bring this smaller part of it that is like this, make sure you put it on the same length and equate it on the same length. When it's like this, the next step you're going to do, because you section your hair and split it into 2, place the middle of the hair right in there. Can you see it? Place the middle of the hair right in. Then you go ahead and grab your rubber band. See my rubber band? I've used this rubber band to teach until the thing is remaining how many now? It's remaining only 3 in it. So I'm going to get another pack. So normally you're to use one of the rubber bands to secure this hair, that extension you put in the middle. If you use one and it doesn't snap, go ahead and continue to use one. But if not, double it. I used to double it online. So what you're going to do, take this one. See the hair in the middle. Can everybody see it? When you see it, you just close it up. So when you close it up, take your rubber band and secure it. Secure it. If you have not braided before, go and use this tie and start braiding. What this rubber band is going to do is to secure the hair for the root, because you don't know how to install the hair naturally or traditional methods, which I'm going to teach you here. But this one, I'm doing this for those of us that have not braided before and want to get into braiding. Secure it. And for those of us that want to quickly start doing their children's hair during this holiday, I want to try to do my kids' hair, I don't know how to braid. Use this method I'm showing you now to go ahead and start braiding. Get your extension, get your rubber band. So when you do this, you split this hair into 2. When you split it into 2, you pull it. Look, it's pulling on both sides, not too tight. Because the more you pull this hair on both sides, the tighter it's going to become on the root. We don't want this hair to be tight for the kids because you've already secured it with rubber band. The only thing I want you to just do, just a little bit, secure it more. Not too tight, but well secured. Bring this one down. So at this point, this hair is already half braided. So we are going to grab this other part of the hair that is 2 times bigger. This is the extension that is 2 times bigger. Go ahead and place this mannequin training head very well. Let me adjust it so that we can see it. Hold on to this. When you hold on to this, you go ahead, place the middle. You are holding it with your thumb and index finger on your left hand, right? Take the middle of this extension that is 2 times bigger, place it there. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. When you're doing this method is so easy to install your braids. When you're doing this method, you find out that the natural hair tends to be in the middle. At this point, because most of us are beginners wanting to use this method, don't worry about it. So let's go ahead. If you're a right-handed person, you go ahead and start with your right hand, the right strand. If you're a left-handed person, go ahead and start with the left strand. So now, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to start with this one. From my right hand, I'll bring it into the left. Look at it, it's going under, it's not going above, into. While you're still holding the hair with your thumb and index finger, pull this one to the right hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Take this strand on your left hand, bring it into the right. So when you do that, you start braiding your hair. Do you see how simple you can install these braids? Very, very simple. I'm going to show you the result of this. So when you braid this hair, they will not know it's your first time of braiding hair because you're using the rubber band method. the hair is already secured. So all I'm going to tell you, since the natural hair is already staying in the middle, if I ask you at this point, no, start splitting the natural hair, all the hair is going to unravel. I don't want it to unravel. So what you're going to do, take the extension in the middle, cover the natural hair. When you do the first one, you do the second one as a beginner, and you start getting used to it. The third one you're going to practice, split your natural hair into other extensions. Yes, so that you start getting used to them. But I'm still going to take you on the other method, which is natural and traditional method. Let's go ahead and start braiding this hair. So use your extension. When you use your extensions to cover your natural hair, it's called tucking in. Can everybody see it? So you tuck it in and keep braiding the hair. You see, I'm going to braid it now. Then I'll show you the result of what we have done so far. If you find out that it's not covering, use the hair to cover it until you get to the point whereby the hair is fully covered. The only thing is that when you have your hair, because now we're using a brown shaded mannequin training head, and the extensions is pink, you're not seeing your natural hair. You use your extensions already to cover it. It's called tucking in your natural hair. So let me go straight ahead and finish braiding this hair. Then I'll show you the result of this. Being a beginner using the rubber band method, you find out that it's really okay for you to start your journey of braiding. Very, very okay to start the journey of your braiding. If you're watching me for the first time, you're highly welcome. This is what we do online. We teach. A lot of people have gone through this class and they are professionals now. So now this is it. Did you see how beautiful this one is? You have not started braiding and you want to start braiding and you want to do your children's hair this time with braids. Go and get a rubber band, tiny bit of rubber bands. You do this method. This is look at how beautiful and very neat. Can everybody see it? Very, very, very neat. So now we are going to move to the natural and traditional method. Note, if you want me to repeat this method, I'm going to finish all the 5 methods I'm going to show you today. If you want me to repeat this first one, because most of us here are beginners, most of us already knows how to braid. So let me know. I'm going to show you how I did achieve this again. So now, for those of us that just came late, we already did some first lock already. Most people were here when we started. If you're just joining, please share the video, like the video. I'm not seeing the red icon. Put your hands, as you're watching me, put your hands on this thing and like it. So the more you're tapping, the better it is, because they will think we're not idle doing here. The system will just restrict us, like, what are they doing here? You see, everywhere is quiet. Please move it out by tapping. Put your hands. We're 18 of us here. Please put your hands up, put your hands and tap. Share the videos and tap. Let's get other people in. So now, the next one we're going to do at this point, we're going to be doing the natural and traditional method, which is the wrapping round method. I've done this one. So I'm going to take the hair from here. Let's go ahead and take this hair from here. You see me all this while using all this training mannequin, just to even prove that you can use any training mannequin to do this, because normally I have one that I use for training. I've not taken the hair off. But this one, each time I just come to do training, I just grab one of the training mannequin hair to use it. This one is the natural, what is it called? The human hair one, but with the short inches. The Afro kinky mannequin with the short inches. Yes. So now let's go ahead. So the next method is the wrapping round method on the natural and traditional method. If you're practicing, you can still do this method. This method is simple as well to install. Very, very simple to install. Most professionals, this is the method they use. I'm going to show you how this is done. Then we can go ahead and practice. For most of us that want to do the kids' hair this time around, go ahead. For most of us that want to use braiding as a business, go ahead and learn this. So now I'm going to be splitting this. Let's see if this extension is not too much. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Any question you have, keep it. When we finish all the methods that I'm going to be teaching, you put the methods that you didn't understand on the comment section. I'm going to repeat it for a better understanding. So now I'm going to split this hair into ratio 2:1. Now, when I split it, as everybody can see it, the one I have on my right hand should always be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. The reason why we do that is that when I split this into two, look at it. Now we have two here, we have one here. You are going to cross it. Let's go ahead and cross it. The reason why we do ratio 2 to 1 is this reason now. When you cross this smaller part to the other side, take these two smaller parts, hold them together. So when you hold the two together, it's going to equate one part of this one, the two bigger ones. So the reason is that we need 3 strands to do our braid, not 4. We need the 3 strands to do the braid. So now it's going to look like this. Even if you're a beginner and you can know how to section your extensions, this is another thing. It will make your braid look more even. One side will not outweigh the other side. If say for instance, now make this other one too small and I start braiding, you find out that one side of the braid is going to outweigh the other side of the strand. It will make it work. But when you have it this way equal, it's okay. So now let's go ahead and install this one. This is the natural and traditional method, but then this is the wrapping round method. Look at it, and this is my left hand. I'm going to be holding this hair with my left hand. Then I have the extension on my right hand. Look at the way where I'm holding the extensions. Then I'm going to place the middle of this hair while I'm still holding the small part of the extension. I'm placing the middle of this head right here. So you now secure it with your thumb and your index finger. When you secure it with your thumb and index finger, the next step is that you're going to take this one that is the smaller part of it, start wrapping it round. You go the first one. When you do the first one, then you do this next one. The next one should be okay, so that the hair will not be too tight. Then you go ahead and take this one, open your fingers, place it in between the middle finger and the index finger. So now you're going to take this one, look at it, take this other, split this hair into two, your natural hair, split it. When you split it into two, you grab this other part and bring this one in and start braiding the hair. Can you see how simple this method is? Very, very simple. That is the reason why most people that are used to this method, they continue. So all we are going to do at this point is that only these 2 strands of hair have the natural hair. Because we say it's natural and traditional method, I'm going to split this hair into 2 and give it to this other part. Look at it. Can you see it? So now all the hair are equal. All the extensions have the natural hair. They will now continue to braid. But all you're going to do is that take your extensions and cover your natural hair, tuck it in so that we will not be seeing our natural hair. You go ahead and start braiding the hair. Can everybody see it? So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to this class. Look at it. Very, very simple, and you're going to see the result of it. So let's go ahead and finish braiding this hair. Then I'm showing you the result of this hair we just... So this method is a natural and traditional method, but it's the wrapping round method. It's the wrapping round method. So if you start with this rubber band method and you think, okay, let me advance myself a little bit as a beginner, this method can still go easy for you. This wrapping round method is very, very easy to install as well. You try that one, then we'll go ahead and try the 2-strand method. We'll go ahead and try the other method, then we'll do one knotless braid. Any of the question, I'm going to take it right there. So the only thing about learning how to do hair is that you have to practice. Can everybody see it now? This is the result of the wrapping round method. That is it. This is the result of the wrapping round method. It's well secured. Very, very secured. This one is the rubber band method. This is the wrapping round method. Can everybody see it? Yes. So now we are going to move straight into the 2-strand method. So these are ways you can install your extension by braiding your hair. If you have not tried any, go ahead and try them. If you try the 5 method, any of the methods that is best for you, use one of the methods to start braiding. Try the 5 methods, then use one to start braiding. I didn't say you start using all the 5 methods on one head. No. Thank you so much, everyone that is tapping. I can see the stars and the love from YouTube. I can see it from TikTok. Then I can use Facebook. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I know most people have to watch these videos at one point. Most people are late because they are still sleeping and the time region. So that is why tomorrow we're going to have the evening section, which is okay. So now let's go ahead and do the two strand method. You section the hair, the two strand method. For those of us that think that when they get the Afro kinky mannequin, they think it's not going to be straight, it's going to be straight. This hair, when I bought it, it was so kinky. The more I use it, the more you see. It's just a short inches, but if you want the long one, there's different types. Let me go ahead and let me pin this one now. Let's pin what we're using today. For those of us that want, let's pin this one. The other one is 14 pounds. This one is 25 pounds. Let me pin that one. So now this other method we're going to do today is the two strand method. Let's do the two strand method now, of how you can install your braid. Two strand method. We've done the rubber band method. Then we've done the wrapping round method from the natural and traditional method. I'm going ahead to get my extension. Then we do the wrapping and two strand method. With the two strand method, we are not going to split this extension. Hey, Jay Joseph, you're welcome. Aisha, you're welcome. Micah, you're welcome. Life with Sakia, you're welcome. Annabelle, you're welcome. Thank you so much. As you're joining, I'm just seeing you joining. Purity Gold is liking it. Thank you so much, Purity Gold. God bless you. If you come in, and if you know you want to join the community, the Heart Me is there. Just click onto it and join. Yes, this is what we do here. You learn. There's no time, there's no shortcut in learning. If you want to join the class and make payments, then that's going to be one-on-one. But on this online, you're still going to learn. Do the right thing, share the video, like the video, watch and practice. That is very important. Very, very important. So now let's go ahead and work on this one. We are doing the two strand method. With the two strand method, there's one video I'm going to push out today. That video is there. If you want to do the two strand method, you can use this method. But I'm showing you a simple way. I'm going to send the video for those of us that want to learn this method. They can go ahead and learn it. For those of us that want to learn that method, they can learn it from the video, but I'm going to show you a simple way you can do the two strand method. So hold this two strand method in the middle like this. You're not going to split it. The reason why it's called the two strand method is because the hair is going to be the third strand. This hair, natural hair, is going to be the third strand. If the hair is not long enough, you cannot do the two strand method. If the hair is very short, you either do the natural and traditional method, the one you secure the hair from the roots and use it, or you use the rubber band method, or you use the knotless braid method. So now let's go ahead and you grab this hair. When you grab this hair this way, let me bring it down. Place the middle of this hair. Look at it. Extension. Place the middle right there. Secure it with your thumb and index finger. Now you have 3 strands. This is a simple method to do it if you don't want to do the other method I'm trying to show you. So now you take it from your right hand, you bring it into the left. If you're a left-handed person, you start with the left strand, while you're still holding this hair with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. So you go ahead, take this one. Take this first strand. From my right hand, I bring it into the left. Support it with any of your hand. Grab this. Look at the way the hair is. You secure it with your thumb and index finger. Take the left strand, bring it into the right. Make sure it's well secured because you're using a natural hair. So now, when you braid it up to this point, bring... I hope this one... When you braid it up to this point, put the natural hair in the middle because we're not going to continue to use this natural hair to do the two-strand method. Even this is short. So why they call it the two-strand method? When you now come here, you now split some of the extensions and give to the natural hair. So let's go ahead and do it. Take part of this extension. Look at it. The extension you're supposed to split before. This is the time you're going to split it. Most people like this method. So I'm going to show us because most people will just try this method and it's working for them. Just go ahead and use it. The reason why we're doing different methods is that people are different and the way they want to. So when you split the natural hair, place it in the middle, we'll braid. But because we say it's natural and traditional method, we're still going to split this natural hair into other hair. So let's go ahead and braid the first one. Let's go ahead and braid it first. So when you braid it first, you're going to still bring that natural hair in the middle. When you bring it, I'm going to now section some of the natural hair, place it to this one. Make it easy. Go to this side, take the natural hair, give it to the other parts. Some people like this method. If you ask me, there are different techniques. So let's just go ahead and do it. So when you do that, you start braiding, making sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. This is the two-strand method. But the only disadvantage with this two-strand method, why is this hair coming down this way? Okay, let's bring it. So hello, Auntie Stacy is around. You're welcome, Stacy. Please go ahead, share the video, start tapping. Oh, you guys should tap, support the video as much as you can. Watch our gallery, whatever we need there, start doing it. Support the videos as much as you can. Thank you so much. So you don't go ahead and start braiding this hair. You go ahead and braid it. You see? Braid this hair. We're only here for 2 hours. We've done almost 1 hour now. So we have like another an hour to go. So let's make most of it. So you go ahead and start braiding the hair. This is the two-strand method. If you want to try this method, go ahead and try this method. They are all good. Get your mannequin training head if you really want to go into this hair skill. Even if you don't want it for a business, you want it as a hobby, or you want it to do your kids' hair, you want to try to be doing your own hair. Look at the two-strand method. Can you see it? The only difference between this method and the two-strand method is that because we started with our natural hair, you're going to be seeing the natural hair with the first 2 braids that you did before you start sectioning the extensions into the natural hair. Can we see it? Look at it. This is the two-strand method. Can everybody see it? Yes. So now the next method we are going to do now is the natural and traditional method, which you're going to secure the hair from the roots. That is the one that people find very, very difficult to do, but then it's not difficult. It's not difficult. If you try the 5 method and it works for you, you might be the first one that will even work for you better. Like Ifabuchi, this is the method that worked for you very well. I told them when we started the class, I said, go and try this method. When she tried it, this is the method that worked for her, and this is the method she's using. The one that you grab the hair right away from the roots. So now let's go ahead and do this one. Can everybody see it? If you're watching me, you go ahead, share the videos, like the videos. Let's go ahead. So now I'm going to take the extensions. If you don't know how to grab your extension this way, all you're going to do is that for them to be uniform, before you start braiding your hair in the first place, section your hair in the rack. Know the size. You can take 10 or 12 of the extension, section it on one side and start. Please, let's keep tapping. Let's keep tapping. Let's move this like to 20K like. Let's move the light to 20K like, please. Move the light to 20K. We're on 12.4 now. Let's move it to 20. Everybody put your hands and start. Let's move it to 20K. Thank you so much. Thank you and God bless you. Let's make noise. Let's make a noise a bit. All love, just join. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Mommy. Everyone that is liking, all love is liking the video. Mommy Rema, thank you so much. Everyone that is coming in, God bless you. Kia Queen, all of just join. Thank you. So now this is it. I'm going to section these extensions into ratio 2:1. Extra Queen Motemba, you're welcome. You said hi. Thank you so much for joining. Jade Joseph, I think I mentioned your name. You're all welcome. Share the videos, like the videos. Thank you so much. So we're going to split this hair now into ratio 2:1. Look at it. Always make sure your braid is like this. Remember, if you don't remember anything, remember of the sectioning to make your braid look more even. So the smaller part, you put it across the bigger parts. When you do that, it's going to equate it because we only need 3 strands to do our braid. We only need 3 strands to do our braid. So you're going to take it this way. Now look at how equal the strands are. So before you start your braids, now you've already measured it and it's same like this. It's going to make your braid look more even when you braid. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to be holding this extension on one hand like this. Then we'll install. So when I hold my extension on one hand, this is the hair we're going to be working with. I hope everybody's watching what I'm doing. Go ahead, open your hand. Okay, let me explain how you can hold your extension on one hand. That part, because I'm going to still repeat it again. This is my right hand, thumb and index finger. Hold it with your right hand, thumb and index finger. This is my left hand, thumb and index finger. Hold the other strand with your left hand, thumb and index finger. Take this other strand. Use your three supporting finger. Bring it, look at it. Bring it this way. You hold it. Now it's firm. So when it's firm this way, what you're going to do, take your middle finger on your right hand, place it like this and turn your right hand. So when you turn your right hand, bring your index finger out. Bring it out this way. So when you bring your index finger out, it's going to look like this. The first strand that is lying on top of my index finger will be the first strand to pick. The real mulatto. Hey mom, thank you so much for joining. You're welcome. So now let's go ahead and install this. So now that you're holding the extension on one hand, you're going to open your thumb and index finger slightly a little bit. Use it to grab it on the side while you're holding this extension. Let me bring it closer. Thank you so much for everyone liking the video. God bless you. Thank you so much. So the next thing, you're going to release your left hand. When you release your left hand, use your left hand to section. Let's make sure that we are saying it. Use your left hand to section part of your natural hair. Look at it. Split it into this. So when you split it, take one part of it. So when you're splitting, know that this hair is going to be splitted into three. And you know the size of the hair you've already sectioned. You take one side like this. When you take the other side, use your hands to grab this extension that is lying on your index finger. Look at it. So when you grab it, you bring it closer. You now release your index finger on your left hand. Take your index finger, place it in between the natural hair and this one. Look at it. Look at where my hand, look at where my index finger is coming out from. You section it into two. Then you now take your thumb and grab it here. Look at it. You're going to release your right hand. When you release your right hand, you position yourself in a way that you want to start braiding this hair. Look at it. This is where most beginners have problem when they are doing this. So when you just hold it this way, look at it. Have it this way. Now you're going to start braiding. When you start braiding, make sure that the hair is secured. Look at it. Make sure that the hair is secured. You braid it. When you braid the first one, you braid the second one. Most people, they continue braiding upward like this. If you're the type and it works for you, go ahead. But if it doesn't work, this is the point whereby you're going to flip your hands. So when you do it to this point, you're going to come here now. This is my left hand. I'm holding this hair with my right hand. Release my left hand. I'm going to come here now and turn this braid because I don't want to continue to be doing it upwards. Greetings to everyone. Prophetess, Joy, David, Kristen, you're welcome. As you're joining, you're welcome to the live. This is where we learn skills. So now you splitted it, you now start braiding your hair. So what you're going to do now is that now automatically when you're installing this hair, you section the hair into three. Look at all the natural extensions. They have the natural hair. You're going to take your extensions and cover the natural hair. It's called tucking it in. So you tuck it in and start braiding. Look at it. You start braiding this hair. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. You're watching my hands, how I'm braiding this hair. So if you find out that the hair is not tucked in, you adjust it and tuck it in. Then when you finish it, you start braiding. So you need more practice to do all this for you to gain the speed of the hair. When you learn, now that we're learning how to install, Micah Noganwa, hi Queen, how are you doing? You are very beautiful. I'm David from Johannesburg. Said you take this. Thank you so much. God bless you, Micah, for joining. Yeah, thank you so much. He said hi. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So now let's go ahead. Everybody can learn. So these days, most people, everybody can do any skills now as far as it's going to put money on your table. Just put your interest in it, learn it, and it's good. Eyima Elsie, you're welcome. If I'm not giving you a shout out, I'm just saying it just test me again. I'm going to give you that shout out. Thank you so much if you're just joining. So now let me show you what's the result of what we have achieved so far. Look at it. Can you see it? Do you see how beautiful the braid is? This is called the natural and traditional method. This method is the one that gives most people problem. The reason why we came out here, let's start tapping, oh, please. On TikTok, tap. Let's move this to 20K. 20K like. Who is this now? So now, let's move it. Let's tap and move it to 20K. Can you see it? Natural and traditional method. So we've done it so far. All we've done so far, really, if you know, just watch when I'm installing this natural and traditional. He said, very nice. Thank you so much, man. You just watch the hands, how it's going. Try it. So because we use our fingers to do hair, you have to try yours as well. If you're watching me doing it, it's so interesting. Oh, she's doing it. But then if you really want to learn this, you have to get a mannequin training hair for yourself and start practicing. The more you practice, the better you become. Because things about skills, they are self-taught. You will see somebody do it. You say, okay, yes, I just saw what they did now. When you start doing it, you start learning. Even yourself will be teaching you because it will give you a different. It's UG. I don't know what you're saying. So now let's go ahead. We are going to do this. When I do the knotless braid, you're going to ask me on the comment section, or does anybody have any questions so far? If you have any question relating to the braid before we go into the knotless braid, let me know. So we have done the first method. This is the rubber band method we just did. For the beginners, you won't even notice it's the rubber band method. Yes. Then the next one we did today is the wrapping round method, which is this. Then this one we did is the 2-strand method, which is this. Then this one is the natural and traditional method, grabbing the hair from the root. If there's any question, please put it on the comment section. Which one do you want me to repeat? Who is all these people that are coming? Let me delete all these things because most people, YouTube, watch the comments, please. I think most of these people, maybe they are just AI, because a normal human being will not be writing nonsense on your comment section. It's AI. Let's assume that person is AI. That's why I'm going to place you. But let me remove it. Because a normal human being will see where people are learning. You not come on the comment section and be writing what doesn't relate to what you're learning, right? Okay, now let's go ahead. Anybody that's writing what doesn't relate to what you're learning is an AI. So let's go ahead and continue. So now, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask me. Let's ask me any of the question. Which one do you want us to repeat? If it's well understood, let me do the knotless braid. Then I'll bring us up. We'll discuss for today, and that is it. So if you have any question, go ahead. Which of the methods do you want me to repeat? Is it the rubber band method? Is it the wrapping round method? Or do you want the 2 strands method? Or you want the natural and traditional method? Which one? If there's no question, that means everybody here, they understood what we're doing. So that's fine. So I'm going to go straight ahead now and repeat the rubber band methods. We are going to go straight ahead and do the knotless braid method. Wrapping round. Okay. Jade Joseph said we should do the wrapping round methods. Yeah, I'm going to repeat it from YouTube. Let's go ahead and repeat the wrapping round method. So now let's go ahead. That's another simple method you can use. The wrapping round method is another simple method that is good. Even as a beginner, if you try it once, you can be able to get that as well. If you don't want to do the rubber band method, you can still use that method. It's very, very easy. So now you section the hair. This is the hair you're going to section when you're doing your rubber band method. Hey, when you're doing the wrapping round method, this is the size of the hair I've sectioned. You go ahead and do what? And comb it. Very, very important. Always important to comb your hair. Always comb it. So grab your extension. First thing, you section the hair. The next thing, you comb the hair. The next third thing is go ahead and grab your extension. And the extension should be the same size of what you have been doing. Don't make it so different sizes. One to be jumbo, one to be micro, and the other one to be another size. No, we don't want it to be that. So just go ahead and get the same size. So now when we have this, you're going to split this head. Thank you. You're welcome, Jade Joseph. You're highly welcome. Thank you so much. I hope you're practicing. If you have not purchased your mannequin training head, try and get something to practice. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Go ahead and split this hair. This is the hair we're working with. Split it into two. When you're splitting it into two, I didn't say split it into two equal parts. No. It's going to be 2:2:1, meaning that the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Let me make sure they are equal. The reason why we do that, I'm going to explain. Let me make sure that we have it equal. Yes. So you split the extension, for instance, into 3. Give 2 on your left hand and put 1 on your right hand. Thank you so much for everyone liking the videos. God bless you. Let's try and move this like to 20K like. Let's everybody put their hand on it and move it to 20K like. So now we are going to take this smaller part of the extension, cross it over to the bigger part. So when you cross it over to the bigger part, join it together, is going to equate one of this one that are 2 times bigger. Can you see it? Now you get your strands ready. So when you get the strands ready, you're going to take this one, take this other strand, hold it right there. So when you hold it right there, the next step you're going to do, take the hair you've already sectioned. So when you take this hair that you've already sectioned, hold it with your left hand. When you hold it with your left hand, take the extensions in the middle like this, that you place it right there, holding it with your thumb and index finger. So when you hold this with your thumb and index finger, take the smaller parts, go ahead. This is called the wrapping round method. Very, very simple method. As you're holding it, you take it, you plait it round. Do the first one. Don't make it too tight. When you do the first one, you go ahead and do the second one. Because most of the professionals, this is what they use. When you do the second one this way, open your hands. Put it in between your middle finger and your ring finger. Put it in between like that. Then you now go ahead, take this extension, open it, section the hair. So when you section the hair, it's going to be this way. Look at it. Then you now go ahead and start braiding the hair. Very, very simple. Can you see it? Simple. Because we call this one the natural and traditional method, we are not going to continue to use this natural hair. We are going to take this other natural hair, split it into 2, give it to this other one here. Make sure that 3 of them have the natural hair. So you now continue to braid. See it? Very, very nice. Let me hold on to this and we'll just braid it very fast. So take your extensions, cover your natural hair. It's called tucking in. Then you go ahead and start braiding. Can everybody see it? You go ahead and start braiding. So classes are going on. If you know you want to join the beginners class, you just tell me, write it on the comment section to let me know. The advanced class, the intermediate class are going on. So let's go ahead. This is the... So let's go ahead. So now I'm going to do the knotless braid. So when I do the knotless braid, it's going to be... I remove all these rubbish comments. Okay, now let's go ahead. Finish it up. Then we'll see the result of what we have achieved so far. Can everybody see it? Look at it. Look at the wrapping round method. Look at it. Look at the wrapping round method. Very, very nice and secure. That's why most people use this method. It's so nice and secured. Very, very nice and secured. So if you want to go ahead and use this method, that is absolutely okay. So now let's go ahead and do one knotless braid. So when we do the knotless braids, thank you so much everyone that is joining. Ngozi just joined, you're welcome. Let's go ahead, share the video, tap. Let's move this like. Nobody's even touching this like. Let's move the like to 20K like, please. Oh, good morning. Sherman Business, you're welcome. Let's move it to 20. Somebody have to volunteer. Move the like to 20K like. Let's go ahead and move it. So now we are going to do one knotless braid. Then from there, we'll come and ask little question. We'll call the class a day. Everybody's resting. Is there any other question? I think none at this one, because I've answered the question from YouTube now. The wrapping round method. So this one that we're going to do now is we're going to do the knotless braid. I'm going to do only one knotless braid. Then that is it for today. So let's go ahead, move the like to 20K. Everybody put your hands there. Let's move the like to 20K like. Move it to 20K. So the next method, we're going to do the knotless braid. So the knotless braid method we're going to do today. 1 minute, let me grab a chair to be able to. Oh my God. Let's grab a chair whereby we'll section the hair. If you want to get a rack for it, you go on to the showcase on TikTok. The rack is there. Thank you so much, Shaman. God bless you for liking. If you're just coming, please go ahead and do. And God bless you for that. So now I'm going to get the extensions that we use. I hope everybody is practicing their knotless braid. I hope everybody's practicing their knotless. When I used to teach only braid here, they say, oh, knotless, nothing. Now I'm doing the knot. I think everybody, the way I just make the videos 4 different ways, it's easier for you to just get into it anyway. So if you try it once, you'll be able to get it. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. So let's just demonstrate one of it. Then we can ask questions, and that is it for today. Can everybody see it? Thank you so much, Shaman. This is the extensions we're going to be using for our knotless braid. Can you see it? First of all, if it is your first time that you're doing it, make sure you grab the extension, the size of the extension that you want. Then you now split the extensions into 5 or 6. So I'm going to be splitting these extensions into 5 or 6. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to split it. If you know you have a rack, use your rack to do that. If you don't have a rack, please grab your handle of your chair, find a place where you place it. Very, very simple methods. So now this is it. So the method we're going to do today, I'm going to be showing you the method, because the last time we met, we did the method of adding and everything. We're going to do the method we use in doing banana cornrow, which is Ghana weave. Let's do that method. If you can be able to try this method, it's going to be easy for you to do banana cornrows. So let's use this method. They say mostly it's used in America. This method that we're going to do for the knotless, this is what they use in America. I hope the time will not even permit most of them to be on live at this point. So now this is it. As you have sectioned this hair, the difference between braids and knotless braids are when you are doing your braid, we install the hair automatically from the root. You see the knot right there when you do your normal box braid. But when you're doing knotless, you start with your natural hair. You're going to start with the natural hair. So when you start with the natural, at this point, if you're the type that want to add a shining jam to it, this is the time you're going to add it before you start. I'm not adding shining jam here because it's a training mannequin head. I don't want to be washing this or shampooing it every time before we come to the class. So if you're doing yours on the hair and you want to do that, take your shining jam on the products that you use, add it onto it before you start. So now let's go ahead. I'm going to section this hair into 3. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the account yet, go ahead. If you have not yet, click on the heart button to join the community. Do the same. Thank you and God bless you. So now let's give cheers to everybody tapping. Thank you so much, Human Business. God bless you for tapping. Users 933, just join. You're welcome. So now split this hair into 3. Look at it. Split it into 3. You split it into 3 equal parts. When you split it into 3 equal parts, you start braiding. Look at it. You start braiding the hair down. So when you braid the hair down, I'll do the first 2 braiding, which is okay. So when you do it this way, you hold it with one hand. All these things needs practicing. You hold it with one hand. You grab the first extension. This is my first extension. This method I'm going to be using the banana cornrow method or Ghana weave cornrow method to do this. So you're placing it on top. Take the first one, go ahead and place it on top like this. So when you place it on top, you bring this one strand in between your thumb and index finger. You place it there. you hold on to it. You go ahead and braid the first one. So you grab the next one again, put it on top, bring it to your hands that way, you hold it, you braid the next one. Very, very simple. So I have a video that have 4 different methods you can use in doing this. You take it and place it on top. Look at it, place it on top. Bring it in between your hands like that. Then you go ahead and braid it. Take the next one. I splitted this hair into 6. You can decide to split yours into 5, into 4. It depends on you. You go ahead and do this. Then we'll take the next one. Let me go ahead. We'll take the next one and place it on top. So we have different methods, but this method is just somebody told me they use this method in America. But I'm going to show you, I showed you all these methods. So it depends on which one you want. They will all give you the same results. So you go ahead now and start braiding the hair. So now you flip your hands and continue to braid. You see? I'm going to make sure that the hair are covering the extension. I'm going to turn it to the point whereby the hair are covering the extensions. Then you go ahead and continue braiding your hair. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. So now what we have done so far, at least we've done so many so far today, but it depends on you now to start practicing. The more you practice, the better you become. If you don't practice and you're just watching, you will not get it because your hands needs to be on it. Your hands needs to work on it. So if you just try it once, you see that you'll be happy with yourself that, okay, I just installed this. You do the next one you do, you getting better. You do the next one, you still get better. As you're moving on, you get better and better. Okay, look at it. That is the result. Did you see the difference? The difference is that you start the hair from the roots. Look at it. Look at it. This one have a knot. This one doesn't have a knot because you started the hair with your natural hair. You see the knotless? That's one method. We have 4 methods I've taught and I've sent in the videos. So now we have done 5 different methods to install your braids. If you try this 5 methods, definitely one will be your friend among them. Then you continue to use that one that is happy with you and you're happy with the methods and the techniques. Continue to use one. Practice the 5, learn it, take one out of it that you're happy with. Keep using that method to braid. Before you know it, you'll be fast. You're building your speed. You're building your technique of how to braid. Because some people now, when you ask them to braid now, the braid is not even. So all the thing when you learn how to install, it doesn't end there. All you can find out is that you need to work on your speed and you work on your braid as well. And if you can section your hair properly, if you can section the extension properly and make them ratio 2:1, it will give you a plus for your braids to become even. It's a plus for your braids to become even. Thank you so much, Rudil. Just join. You're welcome. You're all welcome. Let's move this. We'll move this like to 20K before we finish this lessons today. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much for everyone. If you know that you've supported this live today, God bless you. So just go ahead, support it one way or the other. We only have a few minutes, about 15 minutes to go. So let's go ahead and push it to 20K likes. It will be good for us. So now these are all the braids we did. Let me reframe it. The first one we did the rubber band method, which is this one. The second one we did the wrapping round method, which is this. The third one we did the 2-strand method, which is this one. You see, all are braids, but the most important thing is that make sure that the hair is secured from the roots. Please, can you do the last one again, which is the knotless braid? Okay, I'm going to do that, then we'll just use it to close for today. Mommy Olivia, Mom's Olivia, yeah, put your hand on the like. We're moving this to 20K like. While I'm doing it, then we can have time to discuss. Let's tap and bring it up. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So let's repeat the knotless braid again. somebody is requesting, then we'll use it to close for today. Then tomorrow, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So for most of us that the region will not permit us to do this afternoon, I think they will be showing up in the evenings. So we just interchange it. For this week, for those of us that want to do our kids' hair back to school, you have to come and learn one thing or the other to make sure that your kids, you have their hair done. So we've sectioned this hair. I'm doing the last one, which is the knotless braid. And this knotless braid, they come in different ways. This method I'm using now is how we do the banana cornrows or Ghana weave. This method I've used. We have other methods, but today I'm teaching this method. I don't want to bring other method in today. Maybe tomorrow we'll do another way. The last time we met in class, I did a different method. Last time we met in class, I did the 4 methods. The last time we did in class, we did the 4 methods. So now let's go ahead. This is the hair. You sectioned it already. You go ahead and get your braids. This is the extension. This is in bundles like this. You go ahead and grab the extension that you're going to use for your knotless braid. If you have somebody giving you the knotless extensions, fine. But if not, you have to do it yourself. Get the extension, the size of the extensions that you're going to use, which is this one. Let me add a little bit, slightly a little bit out of it. So when you have it this way, the next step you're going to do, you're going to section this hair. If you're doing a box braid, you just go automatically cross it, install the box braid. It doesn't work like that with the knotless braid. So what you do with the knotless braid is that you section this hair. I'm going to be sectioning this hair into 5. If you want to section it into 6, I'm going to be sectioning this hair. Start with the smaller part of it first. Then you section it here. Use your chair. Let me show you how to do it. If you don't have a rack, if you want a rack, you can click on the showcase. You get it there from the TikTok shop. If you don't want a rack, you go ahead and take this one. Let me even put the rack on for those of us that want to buy the rack. Let's put the cheapest rack here. Everything is under this showcase. If you click on any of the products here, it will take you right into this TikTok shop, whereby you get all the things you need. So I make sure I put everything on this shop where you need for your practical, your crochet pin, everything is there. You just go ahead and purchase it. So now we split this one up. Let's bring this down a little bit so that we can see it. That's the dining chair. If you cannot afford a rack, Temitokwe, Banky, just join. You're welcome. So now if you cannot afford to get a rack at this point, don't worry yourself. Grab your dining set, carry the chair. Then you just split the hair into, I told you I'm going to split this one into 5, right? Or maybe it will end up being 6 because I don't want to make it too big. So now you just go ahead and do this. So when you do this, you now install the hair. You start braiding the hair with your natural hair. Look at it. 6 parts, sections. You grab the hair you're going to work with. The more you practice, the better you become. Go ahead and start practicing. So now this is the hair with section. If you're doing your knotless braid at this point, before you install the hair, this is when you put your shining jam. I don't want to use shining jam on my mannequin training head. If you're doing it on a normal hair, you put it there to smoothen it up a bit because you're starting with your natural hair. So now you're going to now section this hair into 3. When you section it into 3, start with your natural hair. Now you braid it down. So if you braid it this way, I think it should be fine this way. Grab this first one. We have different methods, but the method I'll be showing you is this method. If you can learn this method, you can know how to do the Ghana cornrows as well. You take this, look at it, the extension, go on top of this braid, open your thumb and index finger, place it there. When you put the first one, you braid it. Then you open the hand again, take the next one, cross it over on top, bring it in like that. When you bring it in, you braid the next one. Whichever method you use, we are going to achieve the same goal. Out of the 4 methods, whichever method you use, we're achieving the same goal. The same goal is that you keep adding up the extension bit by bit, starting the hair with the natural hair. You go ahead and do this. That is the number 4. I'll take the 5th one. You go ahead and place it on top of it like this. Go ahead and try it. If you can try this knotless braid and you get used to it, I'm telling you, hair is that if you learn one part of hair, you can use it for another part as well. You take the last one, you place it there, and that's it. Let's make sure that this is locked. So at this point, you're going to flip your hands. Can you see it? At this point now, you're going to flip your hand. Then you now start braiding down the hair. Can you see the difference? You now start braiding down the hair. So the result is just giving you, when you use different methods, it's going to give you almost the same result. So it's up to you. Stick to any one method you want to use out of the 4. Just continue. That is how you learn them. When you learn it, anyone that you're happy with, start using them. That's the only thing. Any of the method you think you're happy with, you start using them. Let me go ahead and quickly braid this down. So now this is it. This is how beautiful the hair is. These ones you're seeing here, they are the braids, and this is the knotless braid. This is the 2 knotless braids. See the difference? You see the hair from the roots, started it from the naturally. Then the other ones, you install the hair from the root. You see the knot here, but there you're not going to see the knot because you started it with your natural hair. That's the difference. So now I'm going to invite us up. Let's just have a few minutes, about 10 minutes so to discuss. If you have any questions, ask. Let's go ahead and just discuss for 10 minutes while we're moving this to 20K like before we leave. Let me invite us. Prophetess, Lady Blessed, Mommy this, everyone. I just throw in, if you want to accept it, accept it. Let's talk for like 10 minutes. If you have any question, let me know. We'll discuss then.
Greetings.
1 minute. 1 minute, ma. I'm just sending out the invitations. If you want to send me invitation, just accept it and you have your questions to add. This hair is really nice. Even this hair mannequin, this training, this afro one, I like it. It's not too slippery though. It depends on everyone and what you're buying. Like me, I have a lot of mannequin training. I have to go now. Okay, that's fine. Which is fine. Thank you so much for joining the class. That's fine. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's talk to Prophetess Joy. Prophetess Joy, go ahead and talk to us. You're welcome, ma. You're welcome to the class.
You.
Thank you, ma.
You're doing a great job. I've always wanted to plait my hair, but I seem to get my fingers twisted.
Okay.
My finger.
Yeah.
I will plait it at first, but it's to get it to join with the extension.
Okay, you can plait it naturally, but you cannot join the extension.
That's right.
Okay, let's see which of the method. Are you following all the methods I've been taking?
I saw 3 of them.
Yes. So we have different methods now. We've done the rubber band method, we've done the natural and traditional method, which is the wrapping round method.
The natural one I like.
Which one do you like? The wrapping round?
The natural.
Okay, the natural and traditional method.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes you need to learn this one first before you now transfer it to your hair.
Okay.
Because if you don't learn it first and you think you want to do it straight to your hair, you will not get it at once because you use your feelings now. Like me, I can make this hair. Now, if I want to do my own natural hair, I might not even have the mirror. I'll just cross it because I've already known how to install it, learn it first. Yes. So when I'm doing it, I might not even have mirror. I'll be using my feelings to know that, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, I get you.
So what you have to do now, even for everyone listening to us now, most people are here, they want to do their hair by themselves, which is absolutely okay. But what you're going to do, you have to learn the techniques first. Okay. Make sure you know how to take the technique with the extensions. Then when start putting it on your hair, you're going to use your feelings to be doing it. You feel it.
Right.
But if you don't know how to do it, you can only end up using your own natural hair, or you use other method, or you can use if you use the rubber band method, you can get it. Do you know that the rubber band method, you're going to open this hair, place the extension in the middle, use your rubber band to hold it. You can even start with that if it works, but gradually you level up.
Right.
Do you understand?
All right. Yeah. I will. You know, as you was doing, I was looking at your videos.
Yes.
So I could just take your video, share it, and then practice over and over. Yes.
Exactly. All the methods are very easy. Try. That is why I used to teach online. I say, try this method. The more you try this method, it's going to get into your hands.
Yeah.
When it gets into your hands, you will not find it very difficult, and you know you have interest to do your hair. You will find it very difficult to do it on your hair at all.
Okay.
Especially with the extension, because if you want to do naturally on your hair, it's easy to just grab your hair and split it into 3. But you want to make sure you install the extensions into it.
Yes.
Yes. So you need to practice it. When you practice it and you think you're okay with it, you can now go ahead. Like me, I'm wearing wig now. If I want to do my natural hair, sometimes you see me, I just put the mirror in front of me. Most people use front and back. Me, sometimes I don't use front and back. I only use front. Okay. So when I just part it this way, I already hold my extensions on one hand. That is why I'm teaching. If you can hold your extensions on one hand, it will still be easier. Learn that technique as well. Most people don't know. If you know, because if you're the type that will split your extensions and want to place it, before you know, one of the strand is going one way. You say, oh, I didn't get it. Okay, now. So if you want to try it, go and you watch the videos. I have videos whereby I put how to hold your extensions on one hand. Let's say let me even use this extension to do it. Let's say, for instance, this is the extension. Look at it. I cross it now. Now this is the normal crossing. I know how to cross it. You know how to cross it, right? Then you know how to hold it on one hand, right? Like this.
Yeah, but it doesn't go like that. Maybe I'm doing my hand wrong.
You know what? Do you have any extension with you there?
No.
Can you come up like can your camera be open even if it's not today, for next time?
Next time.
So if you know that your cameras can always open, you get your extension ready, because I know somebody that came here. We were here, he just brought it, and I showed her how to hold the extension when she got it.
Right.
So if you can just hold, like, say for instance now, I'm holding my extensions on one hand. Look at it. Now, like this now. And this is the hair I want to install. Let's say for instance, this is the hair. What I'm going to do is just place it. Look at it. I'll place it right there. Use one hand to section it this way. Put the other hand. Then I'm still holding my extension and I'm installing it.
Yeah.
You see? And I'm installing it. Yeah. It's because I didn't. Next time I'm going to wear my natural hair. I'm going to show us how to do this. I'm going to wear only my natural hair. Then you go ahead and install it. So when you plait it, I'm using the wig to give you example.
Wow.
So when you do that, what you're going to do is, look at the way I'm doing it. You do this.
Yeah.
You now turn your hands and start doing this way.
So that's the way how you catch it.
That's what I'm telling you. So if you know how to hold your extension on one hand, this is the way I catch it. It's easier, but most people they know how to place the hair into it. But for me, it's easier for me when you're holding it on one hand. You just install it straight away this way. Then you now flip your hands and turn it and start doing it this way.
Wow.
You see it?
Wow. Yeah.
So
easy.
That is how you're going to do. You're going to practice that. You have your mannequin training hair already, right?
No.
Okay, you're going to get one.
I will get one.
Even if it's the cheapest, get one. You need it. You need it. It's very, very important. Even to do your own hair, you need it. Get it. See, the more you master this thing on this training head, it's easier for you when you're doing it now. It will go straight. It will go straight.
Very much so.
It will go straight because your hands are already used to it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma. So get your mannequin.
Actually, I like the way you showed me how to do it, to hold it.
Yeah. That's why. I
think it's the way I was holding it.
Yes.
It wasn't right.
It wasn't right. So, but if you, for me, if I'm doing my hair, you will not even know that I did my hair. It was very nice. I'll just go ahead. We'll do it again. Hold your extension on one hand. There's a video how you can hold your extension. Please. Do you place a mirror at your back? Most people place mirror at your back. If you have a standing mirror, there's this standing mirror that you can place at your back. The only reason why I would want to place a standing mirror at my own back is that to get the line straight. You know, most of the time, these days, you're doing block method, you want your lines to be straight. So if I have the mirror, it will help me to make my line. But normally, when I do my hair, on my own, I just use my feelings to get, where is my comb? I'll use my tail comb like this, especially if it's a tail comb like this that is hard. You just go ahead and section the hair. When you section the hair, you now go ahead and hold this extension. Like me now, what I do is what I'm doing now. I'm holding, there's a video how you can hold your extension on one hand, and I used to show us how we can hold our extension on one hand. When you hold it this way, you've already sectioned your hair. You come here, this is the hair. Let's say this is the hair we section. This is the hair. You now come here, place it on top of it like this. You release your hands, take the first one to this. You take your index finger, place in the middle of this one. Then you grab it and start installing your hair. You see, you use your feelings to install it. When you use your feelings to install it, at this point, you're satisfied that it's gripping from the root.
It's gripping,
yes. You now turn your hands. Look at the way I'm turning my hands now.
Wow, yes.
I'll now do this. I'll keep on braiding the hair.
Wow, that's the good way.
You see, it's very, very easy for us to do this. That is why most hairdressers, they cannot do their hair by themselves. Because the method they use in holding their hair, they cannot use it. I have a friend, she can do a lot of hair, but she cannot do her hair. She can't. Wow. So it's better, most people, and the way you're interested in doing your hair now is good. So if you learn it, just go straight and use this method. It's going to help.
It's really good.
You just go ahead, install it.
Exactly.
If you have your mirror at your back, it will help you to section the line very well. And you have a mirror in front of mirror. If I'm doing mine, let me show you the small mirror I have. If I'm doing my hair by myself, this is the small mirror I have.
Okay.
I just place
it. And to see the back.
It's a standing mirror.
Yes.
I think I got this from M&S, from Mark and Spencer. Okay. So when you have this standing mirror, I just place it on top of the table like this because it can stand. Yeah. So it will just be in my front like this, then I'll start. But for those of us that have a mirror that is standing at the back, you know this dressing mirror?
Yeah.
You just put it at your back. Me, you can sit on your dining table, place the mirror at your back, just sit and create a space that will be okay for you. My dear, you can be able to do it.
Amen. All right. Thank you.
You can be able to do it. So then you try that method, practice on your mannequin, how to hold your extension on one hand, how to install it. All the videos are there. Go ahead and watch it. You will come here and testify and show us what you have done so far.
Yes.
Yes.
I was watching your videos.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Yeah.
So I know most people have learned from us the way you're asking this question. Most people have questions, but when somebody asks, they still gain from the questions. Okay, now let's go ahead. Abina is here. Thank you so much, man. Let's give her cheers for the question. 1 minute. Somebody's at the door. Let's see who is at the door. 1 minute. 1 minute. No, sorry, sir. They see you, but I didn't live for online. Oh, sorry, sir. Thank you. Okay, let's go on. Sorry about I have to collect the parcel now. That is it. Okay, not Abina. Do you have anything to tell us? Let's go. Let's give cheers to Prophetess.
Can you hear hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, ma.
I've been watching your videos. Sometimes I come on your live,
yes,
and you're really helping us. To be honest, I'm able to do the knotless braid.
Yes, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I've been able to do it. My question is, when you're starting,
yes,
how many hair do you need to start before you start braiding itself?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on who. When you hold on to the hair, it depends on the hair. Most hair, let me just show you. Let me show you. It depends on you whether you want to hold it like 1 or 2 times before you start installing your braids. Let's show us how. So this is the hair, for instance. You split it into 3. You go ahead and braid this. Okay, now you're starting your braiding, eh? This is the first one. You secure it to the root. Make sure that you secure it to the root.
Okay.
Make sure that your hair is secure to this. So when you do it, you can do the first one. If you're satisfied with this number 2, you go ahead. But if not, you bring it to position yourself. That's another one. Then you can start from now to start adding up.
Okay. Yes.
Try the first braid. Try the second braid, because you cannot do the first braid, because if you do the first braid, the extension is going to start from the root. You try do you understand? When you do the first one, you turn your hands to the second one, you start installing your extension. If you're happy with it, fine. But if not, you can do the third one and start installing.
I realize when you do it, my problem is the feeding braid. I realize when in your videos you take one, you take another one. It's like you don't wait.
No, you don't wait too much. Especially when you're doing this one that looks like a banana cornrow, you don't wait too much.
Okay.
When you're using this method, you don't give it too much gap, because we want it to come step by step. All you need is that you don't want it to start from the root. You start adding up. When you finish installing the hair, then you start braiding your hair. If the hair is not long enough, you use one of the methods to add. You see the method of doing this knotless braid. One of them is good to add up extensions if you want to extend your extensions.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I
So
do.
we just did the first lock. And prophetess, you can still do the first lock on your hair. Were you here when we did the first lock?
No, I wasn't here.
This one is
I was busy. I couldn't watch it.
This is the first lock we did today before we started. But the extensions is different. Somebody's asking on TikTok, he said first lock. Okay, this is the first lock. This is the extension we use, the kinky hair.
Okay.
It's a different extension for those of us. It's not as if you're keeping the hair permanently. You can take it off. That's why they call it first lock. It's not permanent. Look at it. We did the first one with this red color. Look at it. Can everybody see it? Can you see it? Then we did the first one with the black kinky. Then the other one, I combined 2 of them.
I can see it.
You can see it, ma?
Yeah.
So it depends on you. These ones are easy to do. Yeah.
Twist? Is that one is twist?
It's not twist. You have to be plaiting it on.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to repeat it tomorrow evening.
Yeah, okay. It looked like it's twist.
It's not twist. I'm going to repeat it tomorrow. And we're going to use it as style of the day tomorrow. For those of us that miss it out today, I'm going to do it so that it's very, very easy. I'm going to repeat this tomorrow evening by 5 p.m. to say, if you miss that, it's fine. Then tomorrow, we're going to repeat it.
Ma, please, do you do cornrows?
I do cornrows, but I don't teach cornrows online. But if you want to join the class, we can go ahead, because it's a lot for me now. I can't be doing this braid and be teaching cornrows. So I just specialize on braids. So if you're the type who wants to learn braids, learn it full. Everything that pertaining braid, I bring it up here. You see, I bring it up. 5 p.m. UK time, yes. So
are you in UK?
I'm in UK, yes.
Myself.
Whereabouts in UK? Because I'm in Manchester.
Oh, wow. Why is everybody in Manchester?
Where are you, ma?
Everybody's in Manchester. Hey!
And most people that move from London, I've been here for a long time anyway, but most people that move from London, they still move into Manchester, that is like one of the 5 cities in UK. So they don't want to go to where they will start like from, you know, I don't know how to put it, but here it's a busy city as well.
I'm in London.
Oh, yes. So most people that move from London, they migrate from London to Manchester.
Yes. Yeah, Manchester.
About 80% of those that relocated from other cities, they came from London to Manchester.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too expensive in London anyway.
And that is the reason why most of the money that you use for one room in London, you can get a 3 or 2 bedroom flat.
You can get a house. Yeah.
That is just it.
You can get a house. Yeah. It's better.
Yeah. So if you know it, most people that have families and they think they just move their children and they live a better life than.
Exactly.
For me, if you buy me a house in London, I'm not going. No. Anybody that want to buy me a house, please think of another place. London is too busy.
London is too expensive.
It's too busy for me. When I come there, I don't feel comfortable. I'm confused when I'm there. I'm just like, I can't find my way around at all.
It's true.
I can't find my way around.
Too much fast life.
It's too much everywhere, especially the underground. When I get into the underground, it's as if I want to sink. My heart will be like pounding. I say, no. For me, it's not for me at all.
Amen. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone. I hope that this is helpful. But then the more we practice, it's very, very important, please. If you know you have that interest to even do your hair, get a mannequin training head. That's the best gift you can buy for yourself. That's the best gift. When you order for one, if you know you have a flat table, you don't need to get the stand. But if you don't have the flat table, you get the stand. Like this one is an adjustable stand whereby you can place it on it. You can stand up and do it. You can even sit down, adjust it to the level that the way I'm sitting down. You use it to practice. So it's very, very important to get one. They are all on TikTok shop. Even when we are doing live now, so I showcase it here. So if you want to get it, click on it and get one for yourself. Very important. And before you know it, to save you your time, to save you your money. It's good to know all those things, how to do them. It's good. So thank you everyone for joining. So tomorrow we'll be here by 5 p.m. If you want to join the classes, okay, not Abeni was asking if I do cornrows. Please, if you want to join the classes, let me know. I'll teach you.
How do I join, please?
Sorry, come again.
How do I join your class, please?
Yes, just send me a message. I'm going to send you the WhatsApp number to come to the group.
Okay.
So then you can be able to get your mannequin training, hair practice, anything you're doing. I'm going to be watching you. Yeah?
I have the mannequin.
That is fine. So send me a message and I'm going to send you the WhatsApp number. Then you WhatsApp me up with that number. Then from there, we take it up.
Okay, thank
so
you
anything
so much.
apart from that, if it's braid, I only teach braid, free braids online. Everything about braids, I come online to teach you for free. Every other hair you want to learn, Ghana weave, fixing of wave on, everything, I have them. Beginners class, intermediate class, and advanced class. So we just take it up from there.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much and God bless you. Most times, if you don't want to, there are videos going on. Either you pay for a hair that will make it faster, or you keep watching the videos. Because the more you watch video, you're using your data, you're still watching. There's no way it's not going to cost you one way or the other. Do you teach with? Yes. And Lisa Lewis said, I teach with? Yes, I do. So I just come on. Most people think maybe because I'm teaching only braids online, that is all I do. I only come here because you don't have that time. I only have 2 hours and I have my kids too. I base this training on 2 hours. I don't stay longer than they, except maybe like extra 30 minutes before I pick them up from school. But today there's no school. And the more you repeat these things, the more most people that are not interested, they don't find it they don't like it until you start practicing it. Ajike baby, just join. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So that is just it. So if you want to learn more apart from the braids, there's a lot that have to do with hair. Let me show you the things that are there. Look at it, the beginners class. Look at the beginners class. The beginners class is here. I think this one. Look at the beginners class. Those are the courses you have to cover. This is the intermediate class. These are the courses you have to cover. Then this is the advanced class. These are the courses you have to cover. So just type for me if you want to join, you want to really go into hair, let me know. Then we'll take it up from there. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate us. At least we didn't we tried our best today, and we'll see tomorrow by the grace of God. This week the kids are off school. I'll try my best to make sure I appear for those of us that want to do our kids' hair, learn one technique or the other, and the more we practice. Jackie Fogo just joined. You're welcome to the class. So tomorrow is going to be 5 p.m. UK time to 7 p.m. UK time. Joseph Pollard, you're welcome. How are you? I'm doing great. I more want to do with. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Sometimes I'll still send the videos. If I have time now, I'll keep sending all the videos. They'll be on my page. If you want to learn cornrows, whatever things you want to learn, they are on there. You just go ahead and learn it if you're a fast learner. But if you want somebody to monitor, you have to join the class. Hi, you're so pretty. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have Sandra from YouTube. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Your name is just greetings. Jesus is Lord. Thank you so much for that, and as well. So you're all, thank you so much, everyone. So don't forget tomorrow, Elmda just joined. You're welcome, Elmda. Thank you, and God bless you all. So we'll call this class for today. Then tomorrow, get your training head, mannequin training head. When I'm teaching online, you have that advantage of seeing me do it. It will give you that boost that, oh, this thing, it's easy to do this thing. It will encourage you to be able to do these things. Yes. So if you have all those things, it will help. So I'm going to see you all tomorrow by 5 p.m. Thank you, and God bless you all. I'm going to be rounding up the class now. See you, and bye. Love you all from UK. Bye. Thank you so much, YouTube. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you all. So we are going to be in tomorrow by 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So be prepared. Get your mannequin training head if you don't have one to use it. God bless you all. For everyone that supported, I've seen everything that is going on. Thank you so much, and God bless you. All the most people, those comments that are there, I just decide to delete them because most people will come online. They just keep typing things. I'm not ready to be against anybody, but all I do, I just take the comments off, not to distract other people from learning. Thank you, and God bless you, and I'll see you in my next class. Bye, everyone. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye. Hey, thank you, YouTube. God bless you.